remember when it happened?
Container detected.
What's the matter?
I'm Hugh, and you're the pilgrim who turned on the electricity, right?
Word travels fast.
And word is you help people.
Sometimes. Is that why you called me?
I need help. My kid went off the water tower earlier and hasn't come back. I'm worried.
How long has he been gone?
About 6 hours now.
That's a long time.
Wouldn't normally worry. Oh, he's such a strong kid. Built like an ox. But it's been such a long time.
How old's your son?
Doesn't matter. I just want my kid back. I would take care of it myself, but there are 3 young children waiting for me at home. I can't leave them unattended.
Okay, I'll take a look for you.
It's not safe here. Let's meet in my place after you found him. It's down on Lower Dam Promenade.
Make sure you stop back.
Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, what did they serve yesterday?
What do you want? Halt! Biomarker.
Oh, you again. You don't recognize me?
Ah, the guy with Matt's orders.
Bravo.
Report to Meyer in dispatch. The commander is on his way back from the field.
Does Matt often go out on field missions?
Used to be. He was hardly ever on the ship. Always in the field, always helping. That's why I joined the Peacekeepers. But lately, Matt's been acting weird. I'm not sure what that's about. It's been this way since before Old Villador and the Renegade attack there. Now this bullshit with the withdrawal, I don't get it. Whatever's going on, I hope he addresses the men soon. Helps us understand this bullshit withdrawal.
He's probably got his reasons.
Whatever they are, innocent people are gonna get killed. But go see Meyer.
Thanks.
You're clear.
In a year, you'll be addressing me as Corporal.
Renegades attacking the canteen. Any question?
Hey, where's dispatch?
There! All right, men. We take care of the UV lamps and head back to base. It should be on point, fast, and easy. Go, go, go!
They've already attacked 2 of our ships.
Do everything we can to arm you. If needed, we'll intervene.
If you could intervene, why'd you leave in the first place? This is bullshit. Wasn't your father some famous war hero? I bet he's rolling over in his grave.
Watch your mouth, civilian. Things are tough all over. You know that.
Don't just stand there.
I hope Matt knows what he's doing.
Ah, you. I remember you from the canteen.
Yeah, I guess.
From the fight in the canteen?
Maybe.
Don't sweat it. You can really hold your own. I respect that. Aiden, right? Commander told me to brief you about faction matters. Missy welcomes you.
Who's Missy?
It's the name of the ship you're standing in. She played a key role during the revolution. Missy was meant to deliver drugs, masks, and other critical medical supplies, then return home. But by then, home was gone. She and her crew had nowhere to go.
And what about now?
Now, she serves as PK headquarters in Command Central. All directives are issued from right here.
Smart. Easier to defend than a building.
Exactly.
What did those survivors want?
Talking about our little argument? They want what everyone wants. Safety. Which I understand. But we have to keep our eye on the bigger picture here. And it pisses me off when people mention my father.
I don't mean to pry, but what's the deal with your father?
This again? Since you're new here, I'll tell you the short version. Classic story. Saved a bunch of his fellow soldiers, some civilians, and got a medal.
When was this?
Long time ago. Back when people were only fighting each other, and not each other and infected at the same time.
So is he why you joined the military?
Pretty much.
He must have been very proud.
Sure. Why not?
Where is Matt?
In the field. He came across a lead in Old Villador. You gotta wait. See that board? I got plenty that needs doing and not enough men. You want to pick up some of our slack? We pay well.
Medic, hurry!
Fuck, that's Major Matt. Something's happened.
Make room!
Clear the way! He's bleeding out!
Fuck! Hader's in really bad shape.
Take him to the infirmary! Summon the medics! We have to save him. Hang on, Ator. We won't let you go. You hear me? Get moving.
Better hope Ader survives. We lost too many people in Old Villador. Jack will do all he can to find out who did this.
I hope Hader survives. He's one of our most dedicated men.
Patrol, what's the situation?
Matt would not forgive the renegade.
Aiden. Know what this is? These brass knuckles belonged first to Commander Lucas. Then, they passed on to Aitor. What happened in Old Villador, it can't happen again. We have to save the city, Aiden. From the plague, from the Butcher and his men. Whatever they're planning.
Okay. But over the radio, you said you have information for me.
Yes, but before we get down to that, tell me, Aiden, what do you need this database for? What does it contain?
I'm looking for my sister.
What happened to her?
A long time ago, Waltz hurt her. He took her from me. And I want him to tell me where she is. If she's still alive somewhere. That's why I was looking for the GRE command center. To access Waltz's database on its servers.
So we have a common enemy.
Meaning?
Waltz. That's the Butcher's right-hand man. He pumps his men full of inhibitors. We can get them both. I brought you here because I know that a few GRE scientists are hiding out in the city. We picked up the trail of one of them, right before the renegade attack.
Sounds promising.
When I find a scientist, we'll see what they know. If they're of no use, we'll find another, and another, until you get the answers you're looking for.
Why are the former GRE in hiding?
They're afraid of the wrath of the people. People angry because the GRE spread the infection.
So it's true. The GRE brought in the virus.
Who else? They say they performed experiments in their bases. They brought in containers from Haran. At night. In secret from the government. And then everything collapsed. In revenge, people captured the scientists and hanged them from lampposts.
And killed the only people who had a chance of finding a cure.
There is no cure and there never will be, Aiden. That's GRE propaganda.
Fine. What do you want in return?
What do you think I want? Maybe the same thing both of us want? The city has electricity again. The renegades are on the attack. For the first time since the war ended, they attacked our outposts in the city center. But new possibilities have opened up for us as well. Thanks to the electricity, we can fire up the biggest antenna in the center, on the VNC tower spire.
What, you want to defeat the Butcher using radio?
In a way. The signal will let me reach a larger number of people. Communication between settlements will be improved. We'll enlist more recruits and defend the city. And then it will be easier to find the surviving GRE doctors you need.
I'll do my part. But what guarantee do I have that you'll help me after?
You don't trust me, Aiden?
I haven't been here that long, but I can already tell that kept promises are rare in this city.
If we don't find any of the GRE scientists, I promise I'll get Waltz for you. You're working with Loan, which makes me think you're looking for him too.
Okay, I'm in.
Good. The Butcher attacked for a reason. I want to make sure this city is safe, no matter what.
You all right, sir?
Maya will share our plan with you. Go see her as soon as you can. Oh, and Aiden. You don't have to call me sir. To friends, I'm Jack.
Okay. Jack?
The hell is supply doing? Delivering lamps ain't a difficult job.
You're Aiden, right? The reports are true. You'd make a
Not
great...
much traffic today.
He's always pushing himself to the limit. And these are the consequences.
Do you think he'll name a successor?
Him? I don't
No, Stephen. Some filthy herb grubber will decide my husband's fate. Is that why you got a medical degree? To go running to quacks for magic cures?
Listen, we don't have medicine. Herbs are our only chance.
My husband has fought for you for years. You must get medicine for him, not some herbs that might poison him. Time to go, kids.
How is he?
Aitor is strong, but he needs medicine, and that, unfortunately, we don't have. We did the best we could with what we have. After the chemical attack, some plants gained healing properties. They work like an antibiotic. But still, people here have strong opinions about healers, but you can hardly blame them. The folk healers give sound advice, but it can prove difficult to follow correctly. Misremember something, gather the wrong herb, or use the wrong dosage, and instead of medicine, you administer poison. Which has happened plenty.
Because if somebody messes up one of the steps of the recipe, it could kill him.
Exactly. But it's enough to listen carefully to the healer's instructions and follow them. The herbalist I know, she's talented. She's Aitor's only hope.
And what's his wife's problem?
Superstitions die hard. Margaret has helped many people everywhere. Some just don't want to admit it.
Think I can help?
You'd be doing us a big favor. What happened in Old Villador is terrible. We've lost so many people. As far as I know, Aitor is our only witness.
So if he dies, we don't find out what happened there.
Exactly.
Where can I find this healer?
On COVID Island. Don't worry. You can trust Margaret.
Having the power back on will change the tide of the war. I hear the engineers are working on alarms and electric traps.
Matt told me to see you.
Yes, he wanted me to give you this. A little reward for helping us peacekeepers. A UV flashlight. Could come in handy.
Thanks. He said something about a plan?
The VNC tower. Now that the lights are on, we can use the TV antenna to broadcast our call for mobilization. But first, we need to get to the top. And that's a long road. What do you want to know?
Tell me more about this radio station on the tower.
It's the tallest building in Villador. It was once a symbol of the city's greatness. Now, a symbol of its fall.
Why do you say that?
That antenna could bring the city together once more. But anyone who goes up there trying to fire it up, guess what happens?
Nothing good, I bet.
Damn right. The city's potential shining beacon is a death trap. We're hoping it'll be different this time. We're gonna light it up with UV lamps.
What makes it so dangerous?
A volatile nest inside, so we think. It's the biggest dark zone around. Once, night runners tried to take it over. They wanted to use the antenna to connect all the separate groups of survivors, give the people some hope. But they never even got close to the antenna. And in the end, the night runners were wiped out.
Wait, wiped out? You mean every last night runner?
That's the problem. Frank had it all carefully planned. But for his plan to have worked, he'd need everyone. All hands on deck.
And that didn't happen?
Not everyone believed in the plan. So there was a rift. Frank thought they'd come around in time, but not everyone came around after all. The plan went to shit. It was horrifying. Those who heard the Night Runner's screams on the radio that night still have nightmares about it.
What happened to the group that refused to join the mission?
Split up, drifted apart. Whoever led the descent was branded a traitor. And the Night Runners faded into a shameful memory after that. We shouldn't waste time on the past. We need our heads in the game, here and now.
Okay, let's get going. Are the lights in place?
They would be, if Juan from Supplies would just do his job for once.
I take it that he didn't.
He's been playing hide-and-seek the last few days, and he's late. Getting on my nerves. So look in on Juan first. See what his deal is. And when you do find him, kick him in the ass. Tell him it's from me. Hope that flashlight serves you well.
About the dam, but a request to be assigned better quarters. And can you imagine?
Looking for Juan Raynor.
You don't appear to be on a schedule.
It's urgent. The commander sent me.
So Monsieur Jacques sends you?
Jacques?
Jacques Mat. Monsieur Reyna is not here. I can take a message.
No, I need to talk to him in person. Where is he?
Unfortunately, I can't help. Monsieur Reyna's whereabouts are no one's business. Wait if you must. Anything else?
I'll wait, but you're no fun. What about your boss? What's he do for fun?
Monsieur Reyna is well known as a connoisseur of the finer things in life. Food, drink, and pretty much anything that walks on two legs.
Is he near any of these so-called finer things right now? maybe I can drop in on him there.
Nice try, but no. I won't say.
Matt's not gonna be happy.
Juan is not particularly concerned with the little major's feelings. Do come again.
Hey, Luan?
Hayden, getting settled in the city?
Working on it. Meyer and Jack sent me to Supply. Interesting bunch. Not like any of the other PKs I've met.
That might be because they're not PKs, Eagle Eye. Business is their true faith.
I see. Anyway, I can't track down their boss.
Juan? He likes to make himself scarce. Probably lurking around the fisheye.
The canteen?
The slick bastard's even got his own table there. Bribes the cook to bring him off-menu goods. He lives like the fall never took place.
I'll look for him there.
Good luck finding him. And good luck if you do find him.
Now, I'm not so sure.
Jeez, I miss my wife. I miss cooking together.
You heard about what happened at the bazaar? This is what comes along.
Juan Raynor?
You lost, man? We didn't call for a waiter.
I've got orders to find you. From Meyer and the commander. And my name's...
I know who you are, Aiden. After that bang-up with the Renegades, half the canteen wants to name their most precious offspring after you. Including Vinny here. But you interrupted our meal. State your purpose in one sentence, then please, make yourself scarce.
Oh, you know perfectly well why I'm here. The UV lamps. Meyer says you owe the Peacekeepers a delivery.
And you think your barking will make an impression on me? The lummox-in-chief Jack thinks he can send his terrier, and everyone will wet themselves in terror. But what can I expect? He can't tell the difference between champagne in a crystal chalice or water from a dog's bowl. he hasn't an ounce of refinement. Isn't that right, Vinny?
I don't know.
Don't be afraid. It's not like Jack is gonna march in and have you hanged. At least not now. Vinny. When will you grow a spine? You want my attention, Aiden? Show me you deserve it. What can you offer me?
Look, I could help you out as easily as I'm trying to help Matt.
I don't doubt that. I've heard you were a pilgrim. But you're new here. Smashing the skulls of a few peasants doesn't mean everyone wants to lift you up on their backs. You have to be more subtle with people. Everyone has their own desire, their own price. Your pitch just isn't working for me quite yet. Try again.
Mm-hmm. All right, listen. I'm just trying to help. I need those lamps.
So the groveling and begging begins. My favorite part. You really need them? Or Jack? What'd he promise you?
Look, you were supposed to deliver, and I was asked to make sure you do.
And how do you expect to do that? Maybe bat your pretty eyelashes at me? I'm not saying you're not my type, because you are. But I need a reason to break Vinny's heart for someone else. So you have to try harder.
Huh. Okay.
You've used up all your time. Didn't pique my interest.
But what is it you want, Juan?
Like they used to say, if you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it. Returning to more pressing matters.
And?
What should we try next?
Did you make headway with the pompous ass?
Never met a guy quite like him before.
I told you.
We don't have a good
Come see me back at my place. We'll talk.
Even a drop of Pinot.
We shouldn't submit to PK's fight. What happened at the bazaar sets the right example.
Let me guess. He scarfed down 5 courses and had a hot young woman at his side.
A young man, but the rest is accurate.
He's a piece of work, all right.
Well, I need him to get back to work. Jack needs UV lamps and Juan's dragging his feet.
That'll be tough. Juan barely listens to Jack, so he'll be an even tougher audience for you. He has his own men and power base, and he loves rubbing Jack's nose in that.
And what can I do about that?
Same as everyone else. Bribe him. He likes fine art, antiques, expensive shit from before the fall. When he sees something that used to be valuable, he can't stop himself. 0 self-control.
All right, where can I find something like that?
I heard of an old Polish guy who lived in a penthouse by Liberation Passage. They say he was an art collector. You can try his place. You can only get there via paraglider. That's why there's a chance something is left. I'll be on the radio and guide you to him.
What about you, huh? Going on a hunt?
No, a party. It's Danier's birthday, but you never know when a guest list will overlap with a hit list. Why don't you come and have a drink with us when you're done with one?
I don't think Danier likes me.
He doesn't like anybody. We'll be in touch.
Damn PKs don't care about